squad? MizzyWorld Entertainment, back with my big bro Raw to present MadMizzy Sports, and we here to talk about the upcoming return of the NBA 2020 basketball season. We got the first game of the Pelicans and the Jazz, and then we got the Clippers and the Lakers. First off, I want to speak on. I'm just happy to turn on ESPN, FS1, and hear them talking about sports, man. I don't know about y'all. I was tired of turning on every television network, looking at my phone. Everywhere you turned, it was politics, dog, and it's like...
Tired of hearing about that shit.
I was tired of it.
I am too.
And people, you know what I'm saying, forcing this side or the other side, or you to choose this side or the other side. I was just tired of seeing it. You feel what I'm saying? Especially knowing that everybody has their horse in this race and everybody got something to gain out of this, especially the major players in all of this. But that's to move on from this. What's your opinion on the first game? Let's start on Jazz Pelicans. What are you excited to see? How have you seen Zion since he came back? I ain't really been seeing him as they've been coming back to the camp. Is he looking in shape?
He looked
husky.
He looked more dangerous than he did the first.
He
looked more dangerous the first time. To me,
he looked more dangerous than the first time around.
To me, he looked like
because he was hurt coming into this. So this time he's been able to just go and work. But he ain't got no restrictions.
To see Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because not only just he was the first person to come out with the
him and Gobert, they were one of the first two.
You know what I mean? So just to see him come back from that, and I've always been a big fan of his. So it's like just to watch him come back. I'm excited to see him play, and I'm rooting for them, man, and to go far.
Me as well. I'm looking forward to seeing the Pelicans. I know they weren't, you know what I'm saying, where they were like a top team, but they were definitely a young up and coming team. They were running a lot. They were definitely entertaining. And I just want to see how that young structure of a team handles such a long layoff. If Drew brought them together, and if they're going to come out ready to play, because I feel as though Utah having such that good coach, who I forgot his name, but I think his name's Snyder or something over there. Then you got Gobert, you got Rudy Gobert, you got Michael Conley Jr. You got some veterans over there that can corral them, and I feel as though you know that the Utah Jazz are going to come in ready to play. I'm looking forward to seeing that game. I think it's going to be a good one.
Definitely.
Let's move on to the second game. Now,
Lakers
Clippers. You said that your favorite going into the season to win it all is the Lakers right now.
Yeah, Lakers.
Has your opinion changed, and what's your opinion on the first game?
My opinion hasn't changed, and even more so now. I mean, I know it's not really, it's only the beginning, but you figure with my man just went out. He had to go back home for family issues.
Kawhi?
No. Damn, man.
Who? Avery Bradley?
The one that always talks shit.
Oh, Patrick Beverly.
He had to go back home and get some Beverly.
Pat Bev. That's how y'all know I ain't been keeping up with the sports shit lately.
I mean, like when you look at his numbers, they're not really eye grabbing on paper, but you know,
of course not.
His presence on the court
is
felt. So we're not going to act like him not being there is not a big deal.
Facts. But I mean, they ain't got Avery Bradley there, so that kind of offsets.
It do offset. My opinion hasn't changed. I still think the Lakers still want to. I still think, in my opinion, they're the favorites going in. I just don't see nobody being able to really contend with them. This is a dude who, and LeBron James, whether you love him or hate him, you got to respect how much he puts into his craft, and that's why he's one of the best in the world. If not right now, top 2, top 3 best in the world.
Facts. And I don't take that away from him, but you talking about he's facing someone that also invests a lot into his game, Kawhi Leonard.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's not like, and even if it was just Paul George, I mean, I know Paul put a lot into his game, but you talk about that next dude, Kawhi, KD, Bron, those are the top guys. So
if it came down
when
to
it came to that, that's the one thing I want to break down.
It will be interesting to see who got to 3 championships with 3 different teams first between LeBron and Kawhi. Because I mean, only people that have ever done it is Robert Horry and
no stars actually.
No stars.
No superstars. All role players.
Yeah.
But as far as that goes, I feel as though, you know, my favorite right now is the Bucks, but I do feel as though the Lakers are second behind that because of where their momentum was, and LeBron is so focused right now. LeBron is locked in, and LeBron got rest. So this is like LeBron at the beginning of the season, but he know he ain't got to like preserve himself for the entire season. It's like Bron going on go time. But like I said, it's Bucks still number 1 for me as the favorites. Then I'm gonna say the Lakers, but seeing as dominant as the Clippers were in their scrimmage against the Magic last night, they look like they ready to play. And I'm not sure. Are players allowed to come back once they leave?
I'm not sure. I think when you come back, it's like a 7 to 10 day. I know for sure when you come back, you got to quarantine.
Right.
Period.
Uh-huh.
I think it's 7 to 10 days because I think the two dumbass players that walked across the street to go get their food from the Uber driver.
Right.
They came back and had to quarantine.
Yeah.
So I think it's like 7 to 10 days. I think. But I know for a fact you do have to quarantine. You can't just walk back and start
step
playing
right
again.
back in.
That would defeat the purpose of the whole thing.
So what's your predictions for those first two games? So you got winning those first two games.
Let's
start off with the Jazz and the Pelicans.
I'm gonna go Jazz.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Jazz, and then for the second game, I'm gonna still go with the Lakers, man.
Okay.
I'm still go with the Lakers.
I'm gonna go with Utah in the first game. I'm gonna go with just to go against bro. Not even to go against bro. I'm gonna go with the Clippers. They got a nice little squad. I think they're gonna come out ready to really make another statement. Honestly, so I'm gonna take the Clippers in that one. What's your opinion on baseball being back and everything? First off, let's talk about baseball. And do you think that baseball will be able to survive without their fans coming to their games because it's such a summer sport? They thrive so much on the fans' attendance to their games. And just being a baseball fan, it's kind of boring watching it from the television set. So what's your opinion on that and how that's going to pan out?
When I watch a baseball game now, even when you watch baseball last year or the year before that, if you're a sports fan, you love all sports. So when you flipping through these channels, you might come across a baseball game if there's nothing out on, you watch it, right? When I look in the stands, I never see it packed unless it's a World Series or playoff game anyway. So I don't think the fans.
Or it's a major game, or a major market, major
market, or what you call it when two teams are always hating
the interleague Jones,
Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees,
right? You know what I'm saying? Mets, Phillies.
But when I look at these games, when you look at the stands, you never see a bunch of fans anyway. Like you said, unless it's one of those important games. So I don't think the fan aspect really plays a big role in it. Somehow baseball still seems to make they fucking money.
Generates
huge
revenue.
Athletes are some of the highest paid in the
They
fucking
are
world.
the highest paid athletes in the U.S.
In the United States. So, I don't think the fans not being there in the physical form is going to affect it.
Saying that, shout out to Mookie Betts, man. What he just got 325 million, I think. 6-year contract. I can't even do the math off the top of my head how much that is, but god damn.
That's a lot of fucking money. But I don't think the fans not being there will really affect it. Baseball fans are going to watch. They make a lot of money off of TV ratings anyway, so I don't think it's really going to affect it.
For me, the main reason I don't feel as though it's going to affect it is simply because right now you got gambling legal right now across the nation right now. So you got FanDuel and people are itching, people are jonesing to bet on something that they know, bet on sports that they know. They don't want to bet on cricket. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even like betting on UFC. I'm a UFC fan. I bet on UFC. But a lot of people want to get back into betting on the things that they know. And, of course, once you bet, you got to watch.
Absolutely.
So, I think that baseball is definitely going to survive. I think it would have been hard for them to survive this if they didn't come back. Because at the end of the day, they're still going to be fans. And they may even garner more fans with as many states are still going to be shut down once they start their opening day tonight. You feel what I'm saying? So I think this opening night probably surpass if they had a normal opening night, honestly.
Absolutely.
These motherfuckers is fucking itching right now.
For sports.
They itching.
But what about, do you think about the NFL? 95 players tested positive already, and a lot of players voicing their concerns about not wanting to play. And these are stars speaking out.
I mean, as far as that goes, it's going to be tough because unlike the Major League Baseball, the National Football League, they are a heavy fan-based league. The stands are packed. It's a close counter game. You think about baseball, the pitcher is, 30, 90 feet from the hitter.
Right.
The only close people on is like if you on base and you next to the first baseman or the hitter and the catcher. That's the only people that's really close in baseball.
Right.
So in football, I understand how they saying I don't see how you can even quarantine or how you can social distance. You got 53 men on the roster. It's different than basketball where you only got 12 people on the roster.
Right, absolutely.
So it's hard not understand their concerns. I want to see football, but
there's no way you can not have contact in football.
I don't know what they're going to do. And everybody know I'm a huge college football fan. How can you put those young kids at risk? And then a lot of these universities are relying on that. Then how are you just going to bring them back and not bring regular students? There's so much going on right now when it comes to football and these fall athletics going forward. I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know if this is true or not, but somebody at my job was telling me, a dude that loved college football, they shooting for the spring maybe. I don't know how that would even work.
Or they shooting for just playing conference games.
Okay.
Just playing in the conference. But I don't know. As far as the NFL goes, I hope that they just figure out a plan. That's my plan. But if the case is because, like And I didn't even know 95 players called it. I just was getting news on players. Just like every time I turned around, it was, all right, Zeke, this person, that person. I'm like, damn. You feel what I'm saying? Like, jeez, I don't know if the NFL going to come back. You feel what I'm saying? So hopefully they figure out a way to maybe just put them in a bubble now and get ready for the season.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Put them in a bubble now, get ready for the season. Shorten the season to 8 games. You feel what I'm saying? Make it a half season, so therefore you're not out there the whole time. But y'all know we need football, man. That's all.
So Super Bowl in December?
No, play every other week.
Okay.
You don't get football every week. You get football every other week.
So
That's what I'm saying.
every 7 days, every 14 days?
Every 14
and they give you time
days.
to quarantine anyway.
Exactly.
That's smart. Damn, I didn't think about that.
So that's a plan. Hopefully y'all see this. Let us know what y'all think. What y'all plans? What's y'all predictions for the first 2 games? You got the Utah Jazz versus the New Orleans Pelicans, and then you got the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Los Angeles Lakers. What's y'all thoughts on Major League Baseball, and what do y'all think the NFL should do as far as their players contracting the coronavirus so rapidly and them having such huge concerns for returning to their the 2020 season for the NFL? Y'all know what it is. MadMizzy Sports. Raw Dogg. Like, comment, share. Let us know what y'all think. Gang.